Hey, how do you manage your stamina so well? It's like I can't even catch you sometimes. Good question, actually. Maybe I should make a video about this. Here we are. Me. I'm here. I'm the only one here. Anyway, so most of us tend to run out of stamina pretty quickly, if you're not paying attention at least. Be it killer or survivor. I'm gonna go over different playstyles that get you in certain situations, or situations you're already in. I'm gonna call them just the base two: survivalist, support, and then the currently being chased person. The goal is just to survive, not really helping your team all too much, just staying as far as possible from the killer. This can be done with any survivor, though if you're Elliot, you're not a dispenser. Don't stand the corner of the map. People will have to come over to you instead of getting yelled at you during a chase. Like, yeah, you should just help your team out somehow. Now, if the killer starts to go after you, remember, you will have more stamina than them if you don't start running until they're close enough. Because if you start running, they can start closing the gap if you like run to an intersection where they can cut you off. So take advantage of staying in one spot, waiting for the killer to waste all their stamina to come to you, and then start running, because they'll be in more stamina. Don't run too far though, especially if they're a nullie. They can just teleport you a gen, and then they're gonna be at like full stamina, bro, and they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you, bro. And they have Void Rush. Don't forget about Void Rush. As a support, you keep your teammates alive for as long as possible. Body blocking, slaying the killer, so someone can get away. The problem here is you tend to become more focused on keeping your teammate alive, or going for the stun, and you might forget about your stamina. So if they switch to chase you, and you're like at 10 stamina, 20 stamina, even 40, you won't be able to run far. Just watch your stamina. Maybe you don't always have to be the hero. Just you can walk. You can walk, man. It's fine. All right. And unless there's like very little time left, you shouldn't be running straight at the killer in any way, any situation. Even if a teammate is low. Yeah. Yep. Yep. If you're currently being chased by the killer, it's gonna be hard to conserve your stamina. You want to stay as far as possible from them, unless you're trying to stun them or something. So, make the killer take the longest path possible. Like, you gotta predict them like a lot, especially like if you're doing a loop spot on a wall. But if they have an ESP move like Unstable Eye or Raging Pace, they can move the closest direction to you anyway. Speaking of Raging Pace, this move effectively gives Jason, soon-to-be Slasher, another stamina bar, because if you M1 right when your stamina hits 80, 85, it'll keep regenning and it'll get to around like 100. So, you can keep chasing survival because of your stamina. See a Jason's Raging Pace, stop running unless you're very close to him. You gotta keep him surviving. But if you are a good distance away, regain as much stamina as possible until they are in range to hit you. And do not get greedy, do not let them hit you, since it also buffs all damage that they do by round 10. In Gashin's case, 20, 70 damage to you. Watch out! May be a bit controversial, but it's usually seen as toxic most of the time, but there is a use case for this. To get on the player's nerves and make them filter for us. If you start taunting them after a stun, or just using it when they miss an attack, like 1x missing thing in the cast direction. Yeah, like that. This will increase the chance of you getting targeted. I know this sounds bad, but it's a blessing as well as a curse, alright? So making tunnel vision onto you, letting your other teammates help, because you won't be paying attention much. Or they can run away. Kills secret hero person on you. But if you kept your stamina near 100 and the killer was just chasing someone else, you'll have a lot more stamina than you'll be able to get away. No problem. But if you put too much distance between yourself and the killer, they might just switch back to the target they were going for originally, especially if they're lower. But if they keep chasing you, just remember, especially if you lose them. Like, you don't know where they went or anything. Okay, now, the golden rule here is, you probably heard it before, but don't let your stamina get into the negatives. Or don't let it hit 0, but don't let it drain past 0, is what they should be saying. I'm not like a developer or anything, but my guess, it's either it goes on, your stamina regen goes on a cooldown, or it actually goes into the negatives, but it doesn't show it. So it wasn't programmed to show it. That is just a guess though, and don't let it reach 0 in general. If you want to be more consistent with it, only let it drain to 1, pretty much. Alright. Juking is a double-edged sword. More if you're juking up close. If you're juking them like at an intersection, like a wall that both of you can't see through, those are less risky than up-close jukes. Up-close jukes is when you just barely avoid the killers on one, and then you should just try to get out of there as soon as you dodge one anymore. Because your stamina is gonna drain, and drain until you have none left, and then you start walking, and then you're gonna just get hit and hit and hit. If the killer starts adapting Maharaga, bro. I don't know. I don't know what it's compared to. Maharaga's like, he is the adapter. So, I don't know. Yeah. I don't really know what much else to say. Most of this you just obtain subconsciously from playing the game a lot, but maybe you'll make another video, a more polished video in the future, but this is what you get for now. Alright? Thank you for watching my dumb video. Good night. Or good morning, I don't know. Good afternoon. Bye bye.